Thank you very much. We're gonna have to restart it. Just because we're not gonna go, well, just restart from here. Welcome to Lynn Educational Television. I'm Afton Dean, bringing you the Lynn Classical Boys basketball team as they host Revere. And we're picking this up with 5:51 left in the first quarter. We apologize, some technical difficulties to begin this game, but we are up and running now and ready to go. And the starting five for Classical: Jeff Hill, Jeffrey Barbosa, Jalen Johnson, Keith Ridley, and Darrell Rucker. And we'll get to the Revere starting lineup in just a second. And for Revere, it's Dylan Day, Wilfredo Martinez, John Leon, Scott Montefusco, and Donato Colarossi. And we are knotted at 5 to begin this game. Ridley posts up inside, makes his move, little jump hook, and that's a great move. Keith Ridley being aggressive inside. And with that basket, that's the Classical lead at 7-5. They get it into Rucker. Rucker gets it out to Johnson. Hill from 3. Hill off the mark. Dylan Day up tall for the rebound ahead. Count the basket, no foul. Donato Colarossi, he picks up 2 more. He's got 4 of the 7 Revere points. And Jeffrey Hill from way downtown. Ridley with the steal ahead to Rucker. Rucker one man to beat and gets hit on the arm, and he's going to go to the line. Rucker was running the floor. Makes the first. Front rim's the second, 1 of 2. Barbosa keeps it alive, out to Johnson. Barbosa hangs and hits. And he created that offense. All started with that offensive rebound, tipping it out to his teammate. And Scott Montefusco from behind the arc, he answers. 13-10 classical advantage. Johnson to the rim. Can't finish, but he's going to go to the line. Johnson misses the first. Ridley will take a quick breather. Keon Griffin will see his first action of the night. Makes the second, 1 of 2 at the line for Johnson. 14-10, classical on top. And Revere trying to beat the press. Nice move with the dribble by Mahia. Rucker with the steal. Throws it up. And he's going to get 2 more at the line. Nice aggressive move by Darrell Rucker. Nothing but net. Rucker 1 of 2 from the line on his previous trip. Looking to make both this time. He does. 6-point lead, 16-10. Plouffe with the steal. Johnson. They had to clean it up. And Classical doing a nice job on the offensive glass. And also putting some pressure on this Revere offense with that full court press. And we sit at 18-10. Classical coming out strong offensively. And a great crowd on hand tonight at the Lynn Classical Gym. Classical coming off a loss to Lynn English. Look at a rebound tonight. And Lynn English looking to be the team to beat here in the Northeastern Conference. They have been lights out this season. Revere will inbound. Sebastian Venegas has just checked in the game. He's wearing the number 10. Deontay Plouffe also in the game, as I mentioned before. And that's going to be off Classical, and it's going to stay Revere ball. 2:50 left to play in this first quarter. Rucker somehow comes out of the crowd with that. Barbosa's shot blocked. Griffin fumbles the pass. And Coach Grassa gets the timeout granted and going to preserve the possession. So Revere finds themselves down 8 here in the first quarter. They're going to have to play a comeback. And we'll see what Coach Grassa draws up out of the timeout. And what has been a fast-moving first quarter. Plouffe will inbound underneath the basket. He's looking, he finally gets into Griffin in the corner. Back to Rucker. Shot clock at 1. Plouffe didn't realize how much time was on the clock. He should have shot it, he didn't. Johnson picks it off. Coach Grassa telling his guys to drive to the basket. And Johnson with the putback gets hit on the arm, and he's going to be back at the line for 2 more. Johnson with 6 points in this first quarter. Johnson misses another at the line. Makes the second. He is 2 of 4 at the line in this first quarter. He's got 7. The Revere crowd also starting to fill in here at the Lynn Classical Gym. Nice job with the dribble. Mejia. Barbosa tried to swipe it away. He couldn't. Revere the other way. And Revere, another turnover. Johnson, 1 man to beat. And he knows what to do with it from there. Approaching 1 minute here in the first quarter. Classical out to their largest lead, 11, 21-10. And it has been smooth sailing for Classical in this first quarter. And Rucker going to be able to chase that down in the backcourt. Looked like Rucker got bumped off the shot, no call, but able to lay it high off the glass. And Rucker having a very nice first quarter on the offensive and defensive end. He's got 5, has been in the mix of a few steals. And Revere unable to get into anything offensively here. Classical doing a nice job on the defensive end. And that's the story of this first quarter, turnovers. Advantage, Classical. Classical cheerleaders on hand tonight. And out of the timeout, it's going to be Barbosa, Johnson, Griffin, Plouffe, and Brandon Summers, who has just checked into this game. Double team really bothered Revere in the backcourt. Wide open look. Wilkins Altenor gets his own miss. Venegas too far underneath the basket. And Classical going to get the last shot here. Shot clock off, 12 seconds, plenty of time here. Summers going to drive and lays it up and in with that left hand. Summers with the steal. Didn't have enough time to get a handle on the ball, but that is your first quarter. So Classical comes out and they have a commanding 25-10 lead as we head into the second. Revere will start the second quarter down 15, 25-10. Great first quarter for Classical. If you're just joining us, it was in fact all Classical in that first quarter. And Sebastian Venegas from downtown. That'll help Revere get back into this. And you don't see that very often. Lewis and Juhar's shot gets caught in the backboard, so it's going to be Revere ball here. Actually, that's Classical's ball. I apologize. Jalen Johnson, wide open look, tracks down his miss. And we got a traveling violation. It's unfortunate as Summers was wide open in the corner. And wide open on the weak side. Shot doesn't go, but Wilkins Altenor will be at the line. And with that, Rucker and Hill back at the scorer's table. Javon Carter also up off the Classical bench, replaces Deontay Plouffe. Altenor gets the friendly roll. He grabs both at the line, and Revere on a 5-0 run to begin the second quarter. They are within 10 at 25-15. Revere bench calling for defense. They need some stops here to get back into this game. Summers, nice look inside. Carter couldn't finish. Great dish inside. Summers has great court vision. He knows where all of his teammates are at every given point. Shot wouldn't have counted anyway. Foul before the shot. And Keith Ridley back into the game. Keon Griffin takes a spot on the classical bench. And Scott Toglin staying aggressive on the glass. He gets fouled. 4th classical team foul. And Toglin looking for his first points of the night. No luck there. He'll look to salvage one at the line. He does. The run at 6-0. Classical scoreless through this first 2 minutes of the second quarter. Carter. A little reverse lay-in. Give the assist to Ridley. We got to reach in. It's going to go against Darrell Rucker. And Jalen Johnson will check back in. Brandon Summers to the bench. Summers with some productive minutes off the bench. And with that, Classical back to their starting 5. And we got an offensive foul. That is the 6th team foul for Revere. And we still have 5:33 left to go here in the second quarter. Johnson calls a play. Carter, too hard off the glass. Corner shot, short. Rucker looking to run. Kicks it to Hill. Hill off the mark. Toglin, surprised he didn't try to get a timeout there. And the Revere sidelines also weren't calling for a timeout. Toglin, the trailer, count it, and he'll go to the line looking for a 3-point play. Toglin put in some minutes here. Can't hit the free throw. And offensive foul. Who but Scott Toglin? I've said his name a few times here over the first few minutes of the second quarter. Man, great hustle. Toglin with the up fake, can't hit the shot. And Scott Monafusco with 2 more. He's got 5. And we're just about at the halfway mark of this first half, or second quarter, as we wind down the first half. Rucker looking to post up, gets double teamed. And fortunately for him, his pass right to Barbosa. Carter on the boards. Rucker shot, back rimmed, and they got to call a foul over the top on Toglin in the rebounding act, as he had a push underneath. 7th team foul, and scratch that. That's going to go against Sebastian Venegas. I was looking at the officials. They were going to get ready to inbound that underneath the basket, but that is, in fact, the 7th team foul, so it will be a 1-and-1. Barbosa will have a chance to extend this lead. Nicholas Chichula into the game. He sees his first minutes of the night. Barbosa missed this as the first of a 1-on-1. Foul doesn't hurt Revere. That trip down the court. They have to be careful here. Both teams actually have to be careful. Both have 17 fouls. Could mean a lot of free throws to end this quarter. Barbosa with the steal. Up ahead to Rucker. And count it. And Rucker will go to the line. Nice move by Rucker. Rucker had 2 men to beat. Little sidestep move to the basket. And makes the free throw. Rucker really has the complete game, both offensively and defensively. He can shoot from the outside, he can drive, and such an aggressive defender. Plouffe. Oh, no, with the near steal. It's going to stay Revere ball. Corner 3, no good. Carter up high for the rebound. Johnson drives. Draws the contact, and shot nearly goes home. And Johnson makes both. Nice move. Shot wouldn't go down. Rucker sidesteps the defender, everything but the basket. Both teams come up empty on those possessions. Bounce pass inside, nice look. Chichula to Martinez. Team foul number 9. Barbosa will get some more free throws for the Rams here. Classical making a living at the free throw line. Barbosa makes one. Lead back to 11, 33-22. And Wilfredo Martinez will be at the line. Shot was halfway down for Wilkins Altenor, but fortunately for Revere, Martinez on the glass. Makes his free throw. He'll get another. Revere looking to shrink this deficit to single digits. Martinez does just that at the line. 4 points on the night. 33-24. Classical at a 9-point advantage. Just under 2 minutes to play here. Second quarter. Johnson all by himself. And nearly gets the friendly roll. Martinez will inbound. That high arcing shot doesn't go. Rucker the other way. Rucker kicks it out. Johnson's shot off the mark again from 3. And Deontay Plouffe. With the aggressive putback. Plouffe makes both. And with those free throws, he gets into the scoring line for the night. This backcourt pressure really bothering Revere. And I'm sure Revere will be looking to make some adjustments in the locker room. It's been a very sloppy first half for them. And part of that to do with Classical's stifling defense, really putting the pressure on Revere, putting on their heels offensively. Carter will sit for the last 48.2 seconds. Keith Ridley checks back in. And wide open. Not a white jersey in sight. Wilkins Altenor. Revere should get the ball back one more time. Barbosa's shot short. He gets his own miss. And more free throws. Shot clock will be off here. 29.7 seconds to play. And with those free throws, points 4 and 5 for Jeffrey Barbosa. Productive first half. And Revere will look to take the last shot. Andres Mejia trying to take his man off the dribble. 10 seconds on the clock. Still plenty of time for Revere. And shot from the corner. Leon had to take it. Comes up empty. And we will head into the locker room. Classical on top, 37-26. We'll see you for the second half. And we will begin the second half. Classical on top, 37-26. And it was all Classical in that first half. It could have been worse than an 11-point lead, considering the turnovers and the sloppy play by Revere, but Revere fortunate to be within 11 here, believe it or not. Jalen Johnson was the game's leading scorer in that first half. He had 11. Darrell Rucker was right behind him with 8 points. And Jeffrey Hill will inbound the starting 5 back out there to start the second half for Classical. Ridley pops out. This is the shot. Hill makes his move. Dish to Ridley. Ridley's shot off the mark. And Scott Montefusco gets Revere off on the right foot here in the third quarter. And Coach Grassa not happy with his team as nobody closed out on that three-pointer. He had a wide open look. Second three of the game for Montefusco. And it is now an 8-point game, 37-29. Grassa calls a quick timeout. Rucker will inbound, and Johnson will bring it up. Carter lost the dribble, gets it to Rucker. Ridley hands it off to Johnson. Johnson's gets knocked down, no call. Good defense by Revere. Long rebound. Revere gonna get another shot this trip down the court. Venegas calls out a play. Not sure where that pass was going, but right in the midst of Rucker. Rucker gets stripped, and it's going to be Revere ball. Revere coming out with a little bit more aggression on defense here. And Montefusco, he's got 2 threes, and Revere on a 6-0 run. Now within 5. And Darrell Rucker answers. Big shot. Classical needed that. First points of the quarter, more importantly. Stops a little bit of this Revere momentum. .32, 8-point game. And Keith Ridley for 3. Ridley looked around, didn't see anybody. They dared him to shoot, and he made him pay. Carter gets his own miss. Goes right back up with it. He's got 4 points. And after a 6-0 run for Revere, Classical on an 8-0 run. Lead up to 11. 45-34. And Johnson will inbound. Ridley pops out. And they're going to call a jump ball, I believe. Ridley was quickly double teamed down low. Montevusco, not this time. Little circus shot by Johnson. And they're going to say he was in the act of shooting, so he will go to the line for 2 more. Yet to score in the half, but he does have 11. Him and Rucker have 11 apiece. They have 22 of the classical 45 points. Carter and Ridley out. Griffin in. And Plouffe in for classical. 1 of 2 at the line. 3 of 6 on the night. Jeffrey Barbosa sneaks in there, untouched. 48-34. Lots of dribbling. Revere finally tries to get into their offense with 13 seconds on the shot clock. And they'll have 13 seconds on the shot clock when they inbound here. And Venegas throws it away. And another turnover for Revere. They loop it up ahead to Plouffe. Deontay Plouffe. And we're going to get another Revere timeout. And it comes with 3:38 here in the second half, the third quarter. The Classical coming into this game at 6-3. And looking to pick up their 7th win as they reach the halfway point of the season. And it's hard to believe we already are at the halfway point of the season. Now, season will bring us into March, and then we will have some baseball, softball, and lacrosse. And as always, thank you for tuning in to Lynn Educational Television, Channel 15, Comcast, Channel 36, Verizon, covering all of your local Lynn teams. And be sure to subscribe to our new YouTube channel. You can search it Lynn Educational Television, give us a like, give us a subscribe. And you can watch all the action on your smartphone or computer, tablet, whatever you have at your fingertips. Lots of dribbling going on by Venegas. He lost his pivot foot there, and we're going to get a traveling violation. It's going to be a classical ball. Revere looked like they were going to put some pressure on Classical. Went on a 6-0 run to start this quarter. Classical has been able to answer back. Rucker short from 3. Barbosa hanging tough on the offensive glass, gets it back out to Rucker, and Darrell Rucker cutting to the basket. He's got 2 more. He's having a great game. He's got 13. Rucker, a senior, also as a wide receiver on the football team this season. Just a great athlete. Toglin tries to use the glass, no luck. Johnson comes back the other way, loses it. And Classical gives it right back to Revere. Rucker cuts off the baseline, and we're gonna get a kick ball. Fusco can't go baseline, kicks it back out. Colarossi short. Toglin double team down there. Shot didn't hit the rim. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. Shot never hit the rim. Revere unaware of the shot clock, and another turnover. It's the largest lead of the night for Classical, 18. Hill with the floater. That's a nice shot, and not an easy shot. Shot doesn't go. Colarossi will go to the line. Both teams much more disciplined in terms of fouls in this half. Both teams are over the limit pretty early in that first half. Colarossi makes free throw number 1. Makes both. He's got 6. Deontay Plouffe gonna get called for the offensive foul. Wave off the basket. He had his feet set nicely. And that's going to be out of bounds. Out of the reach. Minute to play here, third quarter. Classical well in control, commanding 18-point lead. We're going to have a foul going against, looks like Colarossi setting the screen. Sorry, not Colarossi. It was Raynell Nunez setting the screen. Plouffe. The momentum took him 2 past the basket. Classical having some opportunities on the glass. Unable to capitalize. He pulls it out, and Plenty of time to get a good shot off here. 13.9 seconds. Anything will help at this point. Down 18. An offensive foul. He'll, on the receiving end, a little hand check. 6.1 seconds. And shot blocked. But that will do it. So Classical able to extend their lead by 7 here in the third quarter. And we'll go into the final quarter of action. Classical on top, 54-36. And we head into the fourth quarter. Classical on top, 54-36. Raynel Nunez tries to use the glass. He can't. And Revere are going to need a miraculous comeback if they will overcome a 18-point deficit and win this game. They come into this game one game under 500 at 4-5. Brandon Summers is back into this game for Classical. And Classical going with a smaller lineup here.
Defense, boys! Go, Blue, come on! Come on!
Nice find by Summers. Plouffe shot rimmed out, but another good look by Summers. Get to the corner to Hill. Hill will pull it back out. Over to Summers in the corner. Summers dribble drives. Gets blocked from behind. And Classical inbound one more time on this possession. Plouffe stripped as he makes his move. And that ball just kind of thrown up. Fusco somehow gets that to go. Hill with the in-between jumper. Gets hit on the arm. And he's going to try to cash in here at the line. Makes the first. Nothing but net. 2 of 2 for Hill. Hill having a nice night. 7 points. Toglin shot wild. Nice find ahead. Better defense by Revere. Foul gonna go against Deontay Plouffe. And those are the first points of the night for Dylan Day. He makes both. Rucker all alone. Can't hit the shot. And it's going to be classical ball. Off John Leon, out of bounds. And Plouffe gonna get called for traveling. All the classical starting five on the floor right now. Man, Hill upset with the official. He didn't like that call as he gets charged with his first personal, 6th team foul. Makes one. And Rucker, sorry, clear path to the basket. Took too many steps. Venegas will bring it up for Revere. Just about at the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Venegas' shot rims out. Leon can't save it. And a nice gesture by the Revere team. Donato Colarossi helps Jalen Johnson up after took a little bit of a hard fall. Barbosa looks to drive. And another foul. Lots of whistles in this game. Deontay Plouffe late to the scorer's table. He'll have to wait for the next whistle. And Plouffe comes in for Barbosa. Plouffe tries to run him off the shot. Johnny Leone for 3. 58-44. And travel. Ridley ahead to Rucker. Beautiful pass. Almost like he was back on the football field and throwing to one of his wide receivers. Count the basket. Wilfredo Martinez will be at the line, looking for an and one. Jalen Johnson, Deontay Plouffe out, Jeffrey Barbosa, Javon Carter in. 3:09 left here in the fourth quarter. Martinez 5, 6, and 7. 7 points on the night. Completes the 3-point play. And we got another timeout. So it looks like Revere will fall 2 games under 500. Classical looking well on its way to its seventh win of the season, and that would sit them at 7-3. And just 2 losses in the conference for Classical, so 10 games to play. Need just 3 more wins to qualify, barring a major collapse in the next 3 minutes. And right through the hands of Javon Carter. Pass was around his shoe tops. One of the few mistakes by Rucker tonight. No foul, but Dylan Day picks up his 4th point of the night. An 11-point game, 60-49. Foul's going to go against Revere here. They're going to call a hold on number 32, Wilfredo Martinez. He wasn't in the act of shooting. Wave off the basket. Hill will inbound underneath. Hill way over the head of Keith Ridley. Ridley tracks it down, saves the possession. And Plouffe banks it. Oh, nearly put it home. Monofusco makes 1 of 2. Revere keeps it alive momentarily, and they get it back. Dylan Day, little step back off the mark. Barbosa rips the rebound away, and we're going to get a timeout. And it's 62-50. Classical coach Grassa will talk to his players, and fortunate to get a timeout there. Done that a couple times tonight to preserve a couple possessions. And Coach Grassa joined by his father, Tom Grassa, brother Nick Grassa, and Coach Nate Simpson. And not very often you get that many coaches on one staff who have competed at the college level. Well, they're doing an outstanding job with this Rams team. Travel going to go against Deontay Plouffe. Martinez meets Ridley at the rim, and he wins that matchup, and he's going to have a chance for a three-point play. And that's it. Revere will pick up the pressure in the backcourt. In the steal, Dylan Day. Plouffe somehow gets it ahead to Johnson. And a foul before the shot. Nice up fake by Ridley. Let the defenders fly by. And he'll be at the line. His first trip there tonight. Ridley having a solid game. One of two, he's got 6 on the night. Minute to play here. And Johnson banks it home, and that should do it. Another good performance by Jalen Johnson. Barbosa with the steal for good measure. Johnson looking, and finds a cutting, and Deontay Plouffe. And one. He'll go to the line. Makes it. He's got 7. Well-balanced scoring attack tonight for Classical. Revere will not foul here. Johnson, 2 more. Pat his scoring line for the night. Airmailed. Coach Grassa requesting for his team to just dribble it out here. And when clock hits 0-0-0, Classical will have 7 wins on the season. Final score 70-53. Classical led it right out of the gate. Had a commanding 25-10 lead after the first quarter. Revere cut into that lead, but Classical led 37-26 at halftime. Revere came out on a 6-0 run in the second half. Classical was able to weather the storm, and they went into the final quarter 54-36, and then they seal it here with the final score of 70-53. So for Classical, Jalen Johnson, 16 points. Darrell Rucker, 15 points in a solid game on the defensive end. Jeffrey Barbosa with 9. Deontay Plouffe with 7. Jeff Hill with 7, which included 2 3-pointers. Or actually 1 3-pointer. Keith Ridley with 6. Javon Carter with 4. And Brandon Summers had a basket off the bench. For Revere, leading scorer, Scott Monafusco with 14. And Wilfredo Martinez with 10. Also notable in the scoring line, Donato Colarasi with 7. So Classical picks up the win. They improve to 7-3 on the season. Revere going to drop 2 games below 500 at 4-6. So the final score here, 70-53. Classical on top. I'm Afton Dean. For all of us here at Lynn Educational Television, we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.